Hi guys and welcome back. Today I'm redoing a masterpiece by, I'd like to call it, I'm gonna make like a small playlist on my channel called Redoing Masterpieces or something. So today I am redoing Roy Lichtenstein's piece from 1977 and it's called Portrait. No more than that. The original is a big oil painting, or larger than this thing I'm doing right here, but I wanted to redo this piece in my Poscas, so that's why it's not so big. As you can see in the background, I'm sketching out the outlines for this painting, and when I sketch out something like this and want to redo something like this, I Google the picture and I find the picture and I just draw from what I see and I try to make it look just as similar to the original as possible. So just copying off screen right here, as you see. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I very much like Roy Lichtenstein. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. But I very much like his pieces. It's pop art, so it's very simple in the colors. Usually not more than 5 colors in one piece, and some of them always being black and white. And I very much appreciate how simple it looks. It's when you get down and start doing it, you realize it's not simple, but it looks very simple. So that's what I originally wanted to try and copy. And why do I actually copy famous pieces is because it gives me something. I learn something every time I do it. I don't know if you've seen it, but I redid the Scream by Edvard Munch, which is totally different style than what I do if I just draw freehand. So that's why it's interesting to me to try and redo something that other people have done before. I'd like to think that I've tried to relive the journey they took when they actually made this piece, and I want to try and learn something from what they learned during this process. So as you can see, I'm starting out with the Poscas and just trying to give that picture, what do you call it, that nice finish. It has like, the original has like very smooth surfaces. It's like if it's yellow, it's yellow, if it's blue, and so forth. And that is what I wanted to redo. And as you can see, again, choosing materials. What paper do you use to paint with Posca pens? Actually, I think you should not use paper, but maybe I considered after finishing this piece that maybe I should go out in my backyard and find a rock, because I think it would be easier to draw with Poscas on a rock. So maybe I'll do that someday. So as you can see now, I'm just doing the outlines. It's very simple, this piece. There's a lot of black and white outlines, and this particular, what I'm doing now is a curtain. I think this guy, Mr. Cheesehead, I ended up calling him, standing in front of an open window, wearing his best suit. I don't know where he's going, but he's very dressed up, Mr. Cheesehead. So that's nice, I suppose. In a moment I'll begin something, and if I didn't do this voiceover but kept the original sound, there would be actual screaming, because it was so horrible doing the lines that I'll start in just a second. This. I didn't look at that smear. I didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't think that Poscas would do this. So what I'm doing now is I made one line and I would wipe down the ruler so it wouldn't smear the black for the next. It was horrible, and I was actually, like I told you, I was actually screaming a little bit, because no, it was so good, and it was the picture looked so promising until this point, and after I stopped screaming a little bit, I told myself, you must finish this. You finish this, and you just try and save it somehow, and I do try and save it, and it ended up all right, as you can see in just a minute or two. But this was, I don't know, it was a challenge. Roy Lichtenstein has a lot of his pictures that has lines like this, and it looks very simple, but it's not. He also has like a lot of pictures that have dots in different patterns that make it look like a gradient without really being a gradient, and it looks so simple, but it's just not for me anyway. Maybe I should redo another piece or two. But anywho, moving on to the tie and just making Mr. Cheesehead look really nice for, I don't know, maybe he's going on a date. Who knows? So anywho, I decided to take the white Posca and try and like fix all the smears and all the spots, because this piece of paper I used, when I used the Posca, it might be a little bit difficult to see now, but it kind of like splatters to the side if you don't. I'm not a pro, so, you know, but it smears a little bit. So, but anywho, I'm taking off the tape, and as you can see, the finished result it's okay. It's not perfect, but I'm satisfied. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.